Yeah, today we are going to talk about consonants. In the previous videos, we have discussed pure vowels and diphthongs. And today we are going to talk about consonants. As we have understood, there are 44 sounds, out of which there are 20 vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds. And again, vowels are divided into pure vowels and diphthongs. Pure vowels are 12 in number, and diphthongs are 8 in number, and then the remaining are 24 consonant sounds. So alphabet wise, if you just see, we have 5 vowels and 21 consonants. But though we have 5 letters, a, e, I, o, u, but there are 20 sounds because each letter stands for different sounds like uh, 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 uh. So these are all, all these sounds come under A only. Similarly, E, I, O, U. So that way we have put together 20 vowel sounds. Of course, there are diphthongs also, combination of two pure vowels coming together, forming as a diphthong, okay, a double sound. And then we have 24 consonant sounds for 21 consonants. Alphabet wise, we have 21 consonants, but sounds wise, there are 24. That's why consonants are relatively easier when compared to, I can say, vowels. It is very difficult to understand the vowels only, whereas consonants are relatively easy to understand because most of them sound like the same. Like, for example, you take P, P, B, K, T, V, Th, Ch, S, L, R, M, N. These are almost the same. So most of the sounds are just like you have the alphabet. Like you have P is there, B is there, K is there, Ma is there, N is there. So Ma sound we know, Na sound we know, K sound we know, P sound you know, B sound is no. All these sounds already exist. That's why it's very easy for us. But what we have to understand is how to produce this sound in a proper way is very important for us to understand. So if you just look at consonants, before going to the consonants, I have already told you that we have vocal cords here. So the mouth picture, I have already told you. In the mouth picture, it has, just if you open the mouth, first thing that you will be able to see is your tongue. So you should understand, tongue has got 5 parts, namely tip. The first part is the tip of the tongue, and immediately blade you have. After that, front of the tongue, middle or center of the tongue, or back of the tongue. So the tongue is divided into 5 parts for the convenience of understanding which part of the tongue is raised when you pronounce or when you utter a particular sound. Which part of the tongue? Is it tip of the tongue or blade of the tongue, front or middle or back of the tongue? Similarly, opposite to tongue, you are able to see the roof, that is called roof of the mouth. On the roof of the mouth, immediately behind the teeth, you have some hard kind of uh, tissue, that is called teeth ridge. So teeth ridge, after that you have hard palate, and then if you go below that, you have a soft kind of tissue. So soft palate, hard palate. But there is some space between hard palate and soft palate, that is known as center of the hard and soft palate. So it is divided into hard palate, middle, and soft palate. So we have to see whether front of the tongue is raised. Suppose the front of the tongue, front part of the tongue is raised a little. In which direction? Is it raised in the direction of the hard palate? or center or the soft palate that we have to see. Usually, back part is raised towards soft palate, usually front towards hard palate. Tip of the tongue is raised towards the tooth ridge. So that is what usually happens. And see, this mechanism we should understand right from, I can say, from the lungs. Actually, the mechanism begins in the ear, because when you inhale and exhale, whenever you are trying to produce a sound, first you take the air, and the air which is released, from the lungs will come up to this. And then, you have vocal cords here. For certain sounds, these vocal cords come together. When they come together, there is a friction. There is a friction. That is called vibration or voiced. So for certain sounds, say for example, let us take b, b. When you say b, you are able to find some kind of vibration here, because the vocal cords come together, thereby there is a vibration and the air passes with the friction. So that's why it is called voiced. And certain sounds come through vocal cords very easily without any friction, where there is no vibration at all. They just go apart. When they come together, we call it, they vibrate, they come together, voiced. When they stretch apart, it is known as voiceless. So that way, out of these 24, we have 8 voiced. What are those 8 voiced? Are b, b, g, d, d, j, j, v, z, z. Like zoo, 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 zoological, z, 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 z. When you say z, here, you are able to find vibration. J, when you say j, j, j also. J, j, z. So for 3 of them, you have vibration. Similarly, v, 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 v. Similar, p, p, p. See, you are not able to find p, because there is no vibration. You say b, b. When you say b, there is a vibration. P, there is no vibration. So wherever there is no vibration, that is called voiceless. Wherever there is vibration, it is called voiced. So there are 8 voiced, consonants, namely b, b, g, d, d, and v, j, j, z. So these are 8, and the remaining ones are like p, k, d, th, t, s, sh, ch, f, m, n, n, r, l, v, h, y. These are voiceless. So at that rate, we have 16 voiceless sounds and 8 voiced sounds we have. So this is very important for us to understand. And these consonants are classified on the basis of the involvement of different parts. Like for certain sounds, lips get involved. For certain sounds, teeth and lips get involved. For certain sounds, tongue gets involved. For certain sounds, we have to observe which part of the mouth is active, which part of the mouth is actively involved in producing that sound is very important for us to understand. That's why these are divided into different parts, like, classified into plosives. First one is plosive. How many plosives are there? There are 6 plosives. Next one is fricatives, friction, fricatives. 7 fricatives are there. Affricates, there are 2 affricates. Nasals, which are produced with the nose. The adjective form of nose is nasal, nasal drops, nasal sounds, nasal effect, which is produced with the help of the nose. You ask me, sir, how can we produce? Means when there is a friction, when the mouth gets closed, the air is released through nose. That is called nasal sound. Like mm, mm. When you say ma sound, na sound, mm, mm, it's closed. Mm. So ma, na, ing. When you look at those sounds, you will understand the nose gets involved there. That's why these are known as nasal sounds. So that's how we have plosives, 6 plosives. I'll give a description. What is meant by plosive and how to understand a plosive. And then fricatives, how many are there? 9 fricatives are there. Affricates are 2. Nasals are 3. Then there are semi-vowels. They almost look like vowels. That's why they are known as semi-vowels. Then lateral, okay, 1, and frictionless 1. Put together, we have 24, vowels. So the first one to understand is that plosive. What do you mean by plosives? Plosives, they have got a different name. That is, they are called stopped consonants. Why they have got the name stopped? Because they stop the air. Plosive stop the air released from the lungs. So lungs are released from the air, okay, that which is released from the lungs, at different parts, the air is stopped at the different parts of the tongue and explode suddenly. Okay, try to understand. The air which is released from the lungs is stopped at the different parts of the tongue and released suddenly. That's why it is called plosive. Why do we stop actually? Why do we stop the air? To save time, one thing, and also we save it for the next sound. Otherwise, you won't be able to pronounce the next sound easily. That's one thing. So, if you just look at plosives, I told you, through pronunciation you will understand. How many plosives are there? There are 6 plosives, out of which we have 3 voiced ones, 3 voiceless ones. Let us see p, b, p, b. When you say b, there is a kind of friction. That's why voiced. And voiceless one, p, p. When you say p, the lips are involved. P, b, for p and b. That's why these two are known as bilabial plosives. Bilabial means lips are involved. Which lips? Upper lip and lower lip. These 2 lips are involved. That's why these are called bilabial plosives. These 2, p, b, are known as bilabial plosives, where these 2 are released and the air is stopped. Okay, the air is stopped by closing the lips. You see, the moment I'm trying to say, only my mind conceived that I'm going to pronounce p, but I'm not yet pronounced anything. But the moment I thought inside I should pronounce p, the moment I said p, both the lips got closed. So the air got closed and suddenly released. You see, p, 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 p. Similarly, b, 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 b. When you say b, got closed first, air is stopped and suddenly released. B, b, p, b. That is called bilabial plosives. Just like even when you pronounce a word, stop. See, how do you stop? Grab, grab, club. You don't release it. Club. That's it. Club. Because it happens to be in the final position. Okay. Now the second one is alveolar. Alveolar plosives. What do you mean by alveolar? Whenever you say alveolar, the tip of the tongue touches the alveolar ridge. I told you. What do you mean by alveolar ridge? Alveolar ridge is behind the teeth. This part which is behind the teeth is known as alveolar ridge. So in the alveolar ridge, okay, you have to look at the tongue. For example, let me just look at the word t. I'm going to pronounce it t. When I say t, my tongue got raised. Which part? The tip, the first tip of the tongue touched teeth ridge. When I said t, t. Similarly, d. When I say d and t, the tongue got, the tip of the tongue got raised in the direction or not in the direction and touched teeth ridge. This is called teeth ridge. Okay, that's why this is known as ch and d. So I'm showing you the classification. P and b are bilabial because both the lips are involved. Here in d and t, the tip of the tongue is raised and touched to, teeth ridge or alveolar ridge. Okay, t, for example, what? We don't say what, dad, dad, dad. That's what we have to understand. The next one is velar plosives. Second one is alveolar. First one is bilabial. Okay, plosives. Now, second one is alveolar plosives. Third one is velar. What do you mean by velar? In the velar, the back part of the tongue, first tip of the tongue got raised and touched teeth ridge or alveolar ridge. For that, we called it alveolar. They're called, the second one are known as alveolar plosives. These are velar. Velar means, there is the soft palate is also known as velum. Velum. So that's why these are called velar. Velar plosives. What are they? K and g. When I say g, k, k, g, k, g, k, g, k, 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 g, 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 g. When I say g, what's happening? The back part of the tongue is raised. When I say k, when I say g, the back part of the tongue is raised and touched to what? Soft palate. Opposite to it, there is soft palate. That's why these are called velar plosives. So these are put together. How many do we have? We have, 6 plosives. You can also see the diagram to understand better. Yeah, you can better understand the consonant sounds. If you see, you will understand better. Yeah. You just look at the mouth picture. This is in which you have This upper part is known as roof of the tongue. The roof of the tongue has come like this. This is all called tongue. Okay, these are teeth, tongue, and teeth, tip of the tongue, blade, front, middle, or center, or back of the tongue. Similarly, alveolar ridge, hard palate, middle, and soft palate. So you can easily understand from this. And let me just show you. Yeah. But when you pronounce b, what's happening? Tongue, where the back part of the tongue is raised in the direction of soft palate. Okay, that is, these are called, plosives. 6 plosives are there. Now, the next item is fricative. Fricative is the next one. In the fricative, you can easily understand how many fricatives are there. 9 fricatives are there. What do you mean by fricative? You can actually understand this word from the word itself, friction. Where there is a friction, it is called fricative. So in these, while uttering or producing these sounds, the air is passed through a small gap in your mouth. For example, you see, when you say f, so through a small gap in the, between the lips, the air is released. That's why f, f, f. Similarly, v, v, f, v. The moment you say f and v, f and v, you are able to find, f and v. The air is released through a small gap in the mouth. That's why these are called fricatives. So the friction, through friction, the air comes through a small gap of the mouth. So these are also really, classified, subclassified into, labiodental. First one, we have f and v. When you say f and v, you are able to see both the lips are involved, okay, and both the teeth are involved. Teeth are involved and lips are involved. That's why this is called labiodental. Dental, teeth, labio, lips. So here we are able to find the involvement of the lips as well as the teeth. That's why it is known as labiodental fricatives. What are they? F and V. So just like you can see, fish, fun, frolic, frog. Similarly, wine, vulture, vulnerable, vulnerable, like that. The next two are known as dental, dental fricatives. Dental means where you are able to find only the involvement of the teeth, like th. If you see, the tip of the tongue is pressed between two teeth. The, when you say both the teeth press the tongue, but still the sound comes through force. the, th, the, th, the, th, the, th, the. Okay. So that's how th is voiceless. The is voiced. Similarly, f voiceless, v voiced. Okay. So these are dental fricatives where both the lips are involved. Sorry, I can say teeth are involved. And especially you can see the tongue is placed between upper lip and lower lip and pressed tightly, but the air is released through small gap. That's why like 3,000, 30, th, 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 thirst, thirst, like that. Okay, these are, I can say, fricatives, and in fricatives you have labiodental, and these are the second one is known as dental fricatives. Now we have alveolar. Alveolar fricatives means here alveolar means the tip of the tongue is raised and touches the alveolar ridge. Where do you have alveolar ridge? Alveolar ridge immediately behind the teeth. That's called alveolar ridge. So in the alveolar ridge, we are able to find this. See here when you say so in s sound, what's happening? The tip of the tongue touches the alveolar ridge. S, s. Similarly, z, s, z, s, z, s, z. So for s and z, s, z, for two of them, and the tip of the tongue is raised and it is touching the alveolar ridge. That's why these are called alveolar fricatives. So bilabial, okay, and then alveolar and a dental. Okay, bilabial, I mean not bilabial, labiodental. Labiodental fricatives, dental fricatives. These are only alveolar fricatives. The next one is palato-alveolar fricatives, like sh, sh, sh and j, j, sh, j, sh, j. When you see fricatives here, the tip of the tongue is behind the alveolar ridge and the tongue is close to palate. The tongue is going close to the palate and the tip of the tongue is behind the alveolar ridge. That's why these are called palato-alveolar fricatives. Sh and j. Like push, sugar, not sugar, not sugar, 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 shoe, not shoe, shoe, like that. Flesh, fresh, mesh, measure, treasure, ledge, 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 like that. Okay. And the next one is H. In this sound, there is a large opening in the mouth cavity. Ha, ha. The moment you try to produce ha sound, there is a large opening in the mouth cavity. That's why, this is H sound. Lot of air passes through here, like hill, ha, like ha, house, how. Whenever you try to pronounce this word H, immediately what happens? The way the mouth is open, you can easily say. So these are, I can say, the different, you can understand. Okay. in the consonants, we have seen plosives, 6 plosives we have seen, and there are another, I can say, how many affricates are there? I mean, fricatives. How many fricatives? 9 fricatives and 6. 9 plus 6, 15 are there. So the remaining are 9. Of course, they are affricates, nasal sounds, and there are some other sounds, that we will see, later. But, before going to that, let us see the picture, and you can understand better. When you just really see this, you will understand what it is all about. Yeah. So, especially in the consonants, like, let us just do some practice, like if you just see here in the picture, you can clearly understand what are the voiced sounds, what are the voiceless sounds. So, the voiced b, m, n, d, okay, z, l, v, 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 v. See, when you say W, rounded, this is where, your lower lip is touching the teeth. V, v. This is wo, like nasal sounds. King, ring, sing, like ing. Similarly, j, j, r, g, th, j, sorry, the, not th. Voiced one, the. Voiceless, th, th. Okay, j. And now voiceless, p. Voiceless, p, t, s, h, f, sh, ch, and th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Or voiced 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 are only given here. So let's see the next picture to understand. P. See the way you pronounce p, f, p, f. F is different, p is different. So here, p sound, popping sound. B sound, popping sound. M sound, humming sound. Close your mouth and hum. Mm, mm, mm. Similarly, buzzing teeth sound. Mm, mm, mm. T sound, tippy sound. Use your tippy. D sound, use your tippy. Ha sound, open mouth, windy sound. Ha, ha, ha. Similarly, k, throaty sound. J sound, throaty. F sound, biting, lip, windy. Yeah. You can also see and understand word repetition, you can see. Like the difference between P and V. Fat, 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 fat. If you say fat for that also, fat, 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 fat. The air should come up. Fat, fat. Punish, furnish, furnish. Apart, far. Couple, tough, toughen, toughen. Pupil, fulfill. Okay. Minimal pairs also you can see and understand. Fine, fine. Peel, feel. Open, often. Fog, fork. depend, defend, supper, suffer, suffer, suff, suff, suffer, supper, supper, suffer, supper, suffer, copy, coffee, coffee, copy, copy, coffee, copy, coffee, pew, few, pew, few, pew, few, chief, 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 chief. Most of them for chief also they say chief, chief, cups, cup, cups, cup. So these are the some important ones we should understand. And so the remaining, coming to consonants and various sounds. In this video, we are going to understand only these two. They are fricatives and affricates, because these are fricatives are very important and affricates are very important, in which we have covered 15 sounds. The remaining 9 sounds we are going to cover in the next video. Please, thank you so much.